what's up guys, it's Agent Juicy and today I'm back with another video, and before we kick this video off we need to do a couple house cleaning. Firstly, all videos going forth will now have a table of contents, or like a timeline basically, so you could skip ahead to certain parts of the review that you want. Secondly, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Without your support, my content is not possible. So the LG G4, and we're going back in time, that's correct. The LG G4 had a curved back door, rounded corners with a sharp edge, and it had a removable back door so you could access the battery and all of that stuff. Fast forward to 2016, the LG G5 delivers an all-metallic device that is painted by a process called microdizing. It feels really nice in the hand, something you should definitely feel. It's amazing. Since the device has a smaller screen now, it sits lower in the hand, nice and low in the palm. The corners are rounded this time. It has soft edges. The display just rolls off the top edge of the device. It's amazing, especially when you try to swipe in from the top to access the settings menu. Your finger just feels so nice just rolling off that display. Now, while the display might feel amazing in the hand, it's not without a few issues. Sometimes a module in my device, it just does not work at all. The camera plus just does not work at all. And when you try to contact LG, their customer service isn't that good. When you connect the battery module, it fits snug, but it also like flops around when you're using it or just having it. It kind of makes it feels like it's not 100% perfect. One benefit of the modules is that, let's say you get the device wet, or for some reason because the device isn't waterproof, it's really easy to dry out the internals of the device and replace the microphone module, which is usually one of the first things that stops working when you get your phone wet. The display on the LG G5 is a little smaller coming from last year. It's 5.3 inches in size, and it's an IPS LCD Quad HD display, meaning it's 2560 by 1440. The benefits of using an IPS display is that it works amazing outdoors. It's a very balanced display, meaning the color saturation and the white balance is right exactly where it's supposed to be, meaning this display is perfectly calibrated for colors and brightness. It's not the brightest display that I've seen on the market in terms of nits, but it does an exceptional job, especially outdoors. The only issue that I had with this display is a feature called Always On, and it basically allows you to get these notifications or preview notifications that comes into your smartphone, and the display does not turn off. Not being an OLED display means that all of the pixels are being used just to power the display to use Always On. Yes, you can turn it off, but it does use some battery life. They say 0.8% of battery life, but for me personally, I think it's a lot more. And if you try to look at it outdoors using the Always On display, it just does not work whatsoever. Watching movies and gaming experience was exceptional with this display. I absolutely love it. The G5 speaker quality is loud, but listening to music gives you a meh experience. The device on max causes the entire device to vibrate and resonate. The loudspeaker is loud, but again, it has this vibration which makes you question the build quality and dampening of the device. The audio quality is meh. It's no HTC, but if you can afford to purchase a hi-fi DAC option, it's usually about $100 to $150 more that you have to spend. But personally, I don't think you're going to be buying that. The call quality and reception was A+. So the speaker quality, it's survivable. You'll have no problems using it for day-to-day usage, but it's not the best audio quality device on the market today. Touching on the performance and the software of this device, we're looking at the Snapdragon 820 powering this device, combined with 4GB of DDR4 RAM, which keeps this device snappy with no hiccups. I did get some minute lag when you unlock the device for the first time or move between apps. It happens, but it happens very rarely. The device does not overheat whatsoever. Performance-wise, it scores really high on the benchmark test, and I'm very proud to say that you would have no problems using this device for the next 2 years. Turning to the battery life of this device, it's a 2800 mAh battery in size. It is a removable hot swappable module, so you could be able to replace the battery if you're not getting a full day use. For me, in my use, I was able to get just under 4 hours of screen on time. So 3 hours and 45 minutes to 3 hours and 55 minutes of on time, which isn't that bad. One thing I need to let you guys know, coming from the G4 to the G5, the battery shrank by 200 milliamperes per hour. I wish they kept it the same, because you could always use with a little extra juice in the battery size, right? And lastly, the battery and the G5 comes with USB Type-C. On the software side of things, the LG G5 runs Android M or Android Marshmallow with LG's UX 5.0. LG's customization of Android is very close to pure Android, with a few user interface and user graphic changes. From the drop-down menu, it allows you to take a screenshot, which is very convenient. Double tapping the volume button allows you to launch a camera. There's a lot of little shortcuts inside of the device that I absolutely love. You can instantly take a photo when the camera launches, which I think is absolutely brilliant and makes your ecosystem better. Moving on to the cameras now, the G5 has 3 cameras, all with spectacular capabilities. At the back, we have a periphery-facing cameras. One is a wide angle that has a range of 135 degrees, and another narrow angle camera. The wide angle camera has an 8 megapixel sensor, which does well in low light. You do get a bit of grain that creeps into the corners of the shot, but you can also get some mind-blowing panoramic / landscape shots with great color grading. The regular narrow view lens is 16 megapixels at f1.8, and it's a behemoth. It's sharp, it's clear, it's tight. The LG algorithm for the camera works, and it works like clockwork. It does not oversaturate or over-sharpen images. The highlights are not overblown. The camera just delivers, and it delivers at everything you take a picture of. In low light, it's a champion with that f1.8. While the shutter speed gets a little bit on the slow slide, you still are capable of capturing some sharp, detailed images thanks to OIS. The 4K video quality on the G5 is at the front of the pack in terms of quality. It's sharp, lots of details, great compression ratios, and it just delivers beautiful 4K high-def video. The front camera is an 8 megapixel at f2.4. It's good. Selfies and video quality delivers exceptional quality. You're not going to have any issues with that at all. The images are sharp, full of color, full of true tones, and you know what? The software allows you to do gesture pictures for selfies. So the camera is 10 out of 10 and knocks it out of the ballpark. In summation, the G5 is a complete smartphone. But LG says it's a modular phone, and that's where I begin to scratch my head a little bit. The phone, it works as a phone, but as a modular phone, it's boring and it's just a money-grabbing gimmick. If you have the G4, there's absolutely no need for you to upgrade. Keep the G4, wait for the G6. But guess what? You're not missing that much. Besides that second camera and the modules, which is going to cost you a couple $100 for each module. So you're really not missing out at all. But have no problems, this phone is going to keep you happy for the next 18 to 24 months in your contract. This was my review. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. See you in the next one. Bye.